This guy makes over $150,000 per week. Yes, that's nearly $8 million per year. As an indie developer, just with his laptop, we're going to watch this short video and then pull out all the alpha so you can start building. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can make a living as an indie developer from your laptop. You know, I'm an algo trader and I've coded over 955 hours here on YouTube, and I've shown every single step of the way because I believe code is the great equalizer. And if you take the few months to learn how to code, you can build anything for the rest of your life. For the rest of your life. Before I started algo trading, I used to build websites, SaaS, apps. That's how I initially made my money. But I constantly get the same question over and over again. How much money can I make with trading bots? And I instantly know that's not a person approaching this correctly. You're not ready for this. You're not ready for algo trading, trading bots, none of that. Because it's not making money. It's rather yielding a percentage gain on a portfolio. The goal is to beat the market, which is 10% per year. So you can do the math. If you have a really great bot that does 5 times better than the market does, what, 50% a year? Is that enough to return? Is that enough to quote unquote make money? I don't know. I don't know your size. It depends entirely on the size of your portfolio. Me personally, I waited till I was retired to learn how to code and to automate my trading. I made my money in the SaaS, the apps, the websites, similar to this guy, but obviously not even close to his scale. So huge hats off to him. And I'm excited to just learn here. Because I constantly say, code is the great equalizer, dude. It just took something, a problem that I had that was so big. I was over trading and trading with emotions to finally learn how to code. I tried to learn how to code to build websites and SaaS and apps, but it was just kind of boring. So what got me to learn how to code was algorithmic trading, and I couldn't be more grateful. And that's why I'll keep saying code is a great equalizer. This guy, he's attacking it without paying developers. That's a huge difference between me and him. And obviously he's doing crazy bigger numbers than I ever did. 150,000 per week. And he's the one developer. So for me, I was dishing out 50, 60% of my profits for a decade to developers, because I was scared to learn how to code, dude. I thought it was only for the super smart. I thought it was only for the elite, the people that had parents that went to Stanford or they went to Stanford, Harvard, whatever. But once I had that huge problem of, hey, I'm over trading too much size, and if I want to keep this money that I've earned, I better stop trading by hand, dude. That's when I started to automate my trading, and that's what brought me down this journey of learning how to code about 3.5 years ago. And then AI popped into our lives, and now we literally can build anything. Now we have use cases of, okay, Moondev's kind of being autistic over here saying code is a great equalizer, code is a great equalizer. You can build anything. If you get down bad enough, you can build anything. If you know how to code, you don't know how to code, okay, go learn how to code, because then you can build anything. Oh, you want to quit your job, you want to earn 6 figures, okay, learn how to code. Oh, it's too hard. Yeah, it was too hard for me too, dude. I love seeing stories like this because it just reinforces my thesis, my hypothesis that code is the great equalizer. If you learn how to code, you separate yourself from everybody else. And now we have AI that can help us build anything. My God, let's watch this video and see how he did it. Then we're
Today
going to
we've
break
used
it
like
down.
the first like generative image model.
I'll try to pull all the alpha out of this, and then we'll break it down and we'll start building. If you don't know how to code, YouTube is free, dude.
AI model. And I started playing with it. Like you could install it on your Mac. Like somebody forked it and made it work for MacBooks. So I downloaded it and cloned the repo, started using it to generate images. And it was like amazing. Like I found it on Twitter because you see things happen on Twitter, and I would post what I was making on Twitter as well. And you could make any image, you could write a prompt. So essentially write a prompt and then it generates a photo of that or image of that in any style. Like they would use like artist names to make like a Picasso kind of style and stuff. And I was trying to see like, what is it good at? Is it good at people? No, it's really bad at people. But it was good at houses. So architecture, for example, I would generate like architecture houses. So I made a website called thisHouseDoesNotExist.org. and it generated like, they call it like house porn in that one. Like house porn is like a subreddit. So, and this was Stable Diffusion, like the first version. So it looks really, you can click for another photo. So it generates like all these kind of non-existing houses.
It is house porn.
But it looked kind of good, you know, like especially back then. Like
It looks really
now
good.
things look much better.
Wow, I just built the most amazing workflow
Easy,
on
buddy. That
money.com.
was real
You built
early
your own
ad.
workflow?
Really early
Wow,
ad.
there are about
That's really, really well done. Wow.
And it also generates like a description.
And you can upvote. Is it
Yeah.
nice? Upvote it.
Yeah.
Man, there's so much to talk to you about. Like the choices here. It's really
This
well
is
done.
very scrappy. In the bottom, there's like a ranking of the most upvoted houses. So these are the top voted. If you go to all time, you see quite beautiful ones. Yeah, so this one is my favorite. The number one. It's like kind of like a,
How is this not more popular?
it was really popular for like a while, but then people got so bored of it. I think because I was
So he's talking about generating AI houses.
getting bored of it too. Like just
Interesting.
continuous house porn. Like everything starts looking the same. But then I saw it was really good at interior. So I pivoted to interiorAI.com where I tried to like upload first generate interior designs, and then I tried to do like, there was a new technology called image to image where you can input an image like a photo and it would kind of modify the thing. So you see it looks almost the same as photo. It's the same code essentially.
Nice.
So I would upload a photo of my interior where I lived, and I would ask like change this into like a, I don't know, like maximalist design, you know, and it worked really well. So I was like, okay, this is a startup. There's obviously interior design AI, and nobody's doing that yet. So I launched this, and it was successful and made like within a week made 10K, 20K a month, and now it still makes like 40K, 50K a month.
40, 50K a month. 40, 50K a month. So if you're just getting started and you're chasing all this trading bot, algo trading jazz, like you're seeing all these websites saying, hey, run my bot and you're going to make $1 million. That's not going to happen, dude. You have to build your own edge in algorithmic trading. That's why I'll show you every single day what I'm doing. But there's nothing plug and play. You got to bring your own smarts to this and bring your own ideas, read your own papers, and come up with your own edge. But things like this is like, this guy's making 40 G's a month off one little API. We'll get into it here soon.
In like 2 years. So then
And he's a regular dude with red blood like yours, B. There ain't nothing different between you and him.
it's like, how can I improve this interior design? I need to start learning fine tuning. And fine tuning is where you have this existing AI model and you fine tune it on a specific goal you want it to do. So I would find really beautiful interior design, make a gallery, and train a new model that was very good at interior design. And it worked, and I used it as well. And then for fun, I uploaded photos of myself. And here's what happened. And to train myself, like, and this would never work, obviously. And it worked. And actually, it started understanding me as a concept. So my face worked, and you could do like different styles, like me as a, like very cheesy, medieval warrior, all this stuff. So I was like, this is another startup. So now I did avatarai.me. I couldn't get the .com. And this was, avatarai.me. Well, now it's forwards to photo AI because it pivoted.
Got it.
But this was more like cheesy.
What did he
thing.
say
So
it's
this is
called?
very interesting because this went so viral. But this was more like cheesy. This was, avatarai.me. Well, now it's forwards to photo AI because it pivoted.
Got it.
But this was more like cheesy thing. So
Photos
this is
AI
very interesting
dot.
because this went so viral. It made like, I think like 150K in a week or something. It's the most money I ever
150K in
made.
a week.
And then big, this is very interesting, the big VC companies like Lenza, which are much better at iOS and stuff than me. I didn't have iOS app. They quickly built an iOS app that does the same, and they found technology. And it's all open technology, so it's good. I think they made like $30 million with it.
Yeah.
They became like the top grossing app after that. And it was,
How do you feel about that?
I think it's amazing, honestly. And it's not like,
You didn't have like a feeling like, ah, fuck.
no, it was a
okay.
little bit like sad because all my projects would work out, and I never had like real fierce competition. And now I have like fierce competition from like a very skilled, high talent, like iOS developer studio or something that, and they already had an app. They had an app in the App Store for like, I think retouching your face or something. So they were very smart. They added these avatars to there. The feature, they had the users, they do a push notification to everybody who had these avatars.
Yeah.
Man, they made great, I think they made so much money. And I think they did a really great job. And I also made a lot of money with it. But that was, I quickly realized it wasn't my thing because it was so cheesy. It was like kitsch, you know? It's kind of like me as a Barbie or me as a, you know, it was too cheesy. I wanted to go for like, what's a real problem we can solve? Because this is going to be a hype. It's going to be, and it was a hype, these avatars. It's like, let's do real photography. Like, how can you make people look really photorealistic? And it was difficult. And that's why these avatars worked, because they were all like in a cheesy, you know, Picasso style. And art is easy because you interpret all the problems that AI has with your face are like artistic, you know, if you call it Picasso. But if you make a real photo, all the problems with your face, like, it just, you look wrong, you know? So I started making photo AI, which was like a pivot of it, where it was like a photo studio, where you could take photos without actually needing a photographer, needing a studio. You don't just, you know, you just type it. And I've been working on it for like the last
Yeah,
year.
it's really incredible. That journey is really incredible. Let's go to the beginning of photo AI though, because I remember seeing a lot of really hilarious photos. I think you were using yourself as a case study, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what? There's a tweet here. Sold $100,000 in AI generated avatars.
And it's a lot. Like, it's a lot for anybody. It's a lot for me. Like making 10K a day on this, you know?
That's amazing.
10K a day.
That's
B.
amazing.
And then
10K
the
a
message
day
is, like,
because
it's a lot
one
to-
day he decided to learn
before-
how to code. And now we have a paradigm shift. This rarely ever happens, dude. I hope you're excited. We had the App Store. That was a paradigm shift, a whole new platform. We had the internet, a whole new paradigm shift. AI. Everybody's hyped on it. There's some use cases that have not been discovered yet. There's things that haven't been built. This guy has built what? AI house models. So you can see beautiful houses and stuff, your interior, exterior, an avatar website. He's just launching. He's just taking shots, dog. That's all I talk about here, dog. That's why you see me here live every single day, dog. I'm focused on algorithmic trading, but I get that question so much. How much can I make off this, bro? It's the wrong approach. I know you're trying to make money, and you need time for this game. For algorithmic trading, you need time to be able to study and research and build your own edge. And in some cases, you need cash. Like Jim Simons brought in cash. He hired a ton of people to help him. So this is a regime shift where it's literally, if you just learn how to code, you put less time in, and this is to answer everybody's question of how can I make some money fast? Probably still not going to be fast. Nothing's fast, bro. Nothing's fast, but
There, it's like me hacking on it.
from zero is what I'm trying to say. If you got like $200, $1,000, you're not going to make it with trading bots, algo trade. Don't spend your money, dude. Spend your time on learning a hard skill, dog. That's it. This guy is so inspiring.
Oh, I see. Okay. So October 26, 2022.
Yeah.
I trained an ML model on my face.
So because my eyes are quite far apart, I learned when I did YouTube, I would put like a photo of like my DJ photo, you know, my mixture, and people would say I look like a hammerhead shark. It's like the top comment. So then I realized my eyes are far apart.
Yeah, the internet helps you
Yeah,
figure
I
out
realize
what you look
how
like.
you look, you know.
Boy, do I
So
love the internet.
first rep,
Well, what is this? Wait.
it's
This-
water from the waterfall, but
Is
the
this-
waterfall's in the back, you know. So what's going on?
So this is how much of this is real?
It's all AI.
It's all AI.
Yeah.
That's pretty good though for the early days.
Exactly. So, but this was hit or miss. So you had to do a lot of curation because 99% of it was really bad.
Mhm.
So these are the photos I uploaded.
How many photos did you use? Only these. I will try more up to date pics later. These are these are the only photos you
Yeah.
uploaded?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Okay, so like
So
you
we
were learning all this
uploaded
super
what?
quickly.
How many photos?
What are some like interesting details you remember from that time? Later. These are the
One,
only photos you
two.
uploaded?
7 photos. Uploaded 7 mid photos and outputs unlimited Unreal photos that can be used in professional or casual settings.
Wow. Wow. Okay, so like you were learning all this super quickly. What are some like interesting details you remember from that time for like what you had to figure out to make it work? And for people just listening, he uploaded just a handful of photos that don't really have a good capture of the face, and he's able to.
I think it's cropped. It's like a crop by the layout, but they're square photos, so they're 512 by 512 because that's Stable Diffusion.
But nevertheless, not great capture of the face.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's not like a collection of several hundred photos that is like
Exactly. Like I would
360
imagine that too when I started. I was like, oh, this must be like some 3D scan technology, right?
Yeah.
So I think the cool thing with AI, it trains the concept of you. So it's literally like learning, just like any AI model learns. It learns how you look. So I did this, and then I was getting I was getting DMs like Telegram messages, like, how can I do the same thing? I want these photos. My girlfriend wants these photos. So I was like, okay, this is obviously a business. But I didn't have time to code it, make a whole like app about it. So I made an HTML page, registered a domain name, and this was not even, it was a Stripe payment link, which means you have literally a link to Stripe to pay, but there's no code in the back. So all you know is you have customers that paid money. Then I added like a Typeform link. So Typeform is a site where you can create like your own input form, like Google Forms. So they would get an email with a link to the Typeform, or actually just a link after checkout, and they could upload their photos. So enter their email, upload the photos, and I launched it. And I was like, here, first sale. So it's October 2022. And I think within like the first 24 hours was like, I'm not sure.
I don't know if you caught that, but he didn't even build the product before he got his first sale, dude. There's so much opportunity in this new realm that we're in. This is how new things are, that he can build a website. And in general, you can test markets like that, by the way. So if you're a developer out there, don't build the whole app. Please don't build the whole app before you launch it, dog. You know this. But I know developers are perfectionists. They make things over challenging. You should see my comments, dog. Look at these comments every day on my stream. I do things the the most efficient way possible. And devs, guilfoils, they always overcomplicate things. Always, always, always. Do things harder than it has to be. No way. This guy just gets it done. This guy just gets it done. That's the hard part of being a developer. You want to do things so technical sometimes, and it just takes so much time. But this guy launched his $100,000 per week company off a HTML website that took 5 seconds for him to build. He had a type form connected to it with a Stripe link, bro. Come on, step on the gas, B. Let's go. I know it's Sunday, but look, this dude's he's launching a new company today. We're not even started. We haven't
It was
even
like 1,000
started.
customers or something.
Come on, let's go.
But the problem was I didn't have code to automate this, so I had to do manually. So the first few hundred, I just literally took their photos, trained them, and then I would generate the photos with the prompts, and I had this text file, the prompts, and I would do everything manually. And it quickly became way too much. So, but that's another constraint. Like I was forced to code something up that would do that, and that was essentially making it into a real website, right?
So first was the type form, and they uploaded through the type form.
Stripe checkout
an
type
image,
form. Yeah.
and then you were like, that image is downloaded. Did you write a script to export?
No,
like,
it's download the image myself. It's a zip file, unzip the
Literally.
zip file.
And you unzipped it.
Yeah, unzip
one
it.
by
And, yes, and then because do things don't scale. Paul Graham says, right? So and then I would train it, and then I would email them the photos, even from my personal email. So here's your avatar, and they liked it. They were like, wow, it's amazing.
you emailed them with your personal
So
email,
they didn't have an email address on
Yeah.
this domain.
and this is like 100 people.
Yeah, and then you know who signed up? Like, I mean, I cannot say, the really famous people, like really like billionaires, famous tech billionaires did it, and I was like, wow, this is crazy. And I was like so scared to mess them, so I said, thanks so much for using my sites. He's like, yeah, amazing app, great work. So it's like, this is different than normal reaction, you know?
If you've ever dreamed of owning an apartment complex
Dude.
and you live near one of these cities,
Look at all
you've
these.
got to see the same.
This
ad
is
that I
his
saw
Twitter.
3 years ago. It was for a master class that came to mind.
It's Bill Gates, isn't it?
Look at this. Okay, he just said billionaires were signing up for his website, but look at his Twitter. Look at this. He's got I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 sites that are generating over 30K a month. And y'all hitting me all day in my DM saying, yo, Moondev, can I run your trading bot? Come on, dog, get to work. Let's go, B. He's launching, every time you're texting me saying that, he's launching a new product. And look at this. He took 70 shots for 4 winners. So let me bring this back to algo trading. I'm always saying in the boot camp, everywhere I am, it's all about the research, the backtesting, research, backtesting, research, backtesting, research, backtesting, because it is. It's the same game. He's taking shots with new AI apps over and over and over, knowing that 95% of them are going to lose. I'm over here focusing quant, taking shots with trading ideas and then backtesting them, knowing 95% of them are going to lose. If you're a winner, you're a winner. If you're a loser, you're a loser. I get so many people hitting me up saying, oh, Moondev, it seems like 95% of my backtests don't work. Okay, that's great. So you just told me you have a successful process. If you're a winner, you're a winner. If you're a loser, you're a loser, dude. That's it. It is what it is. It is what it is. You don't know how many times I've heard that exact saying. It seems like 95% of the stuff I test doesn't work. Perfect. You got a winning business model then. Get to work. Dude, this guy's making $150K a month off taking shots, knowing that only 5% hit. Only 4 out of 70 projects I ever made money. This is the same game. This is the same game. This is just life, dog. This is life. Everything. You want to be a good hooper? Get in the gym. Get in the gym. Take shots every single day. 500 shots. You're not going to miss 95% because you're going to get better. But I hope you should probably quit hoops if you missing 95% in hoops. But you get the point. Every single day, dog. 95% don't work. Yeah, it's true. That's for everything. Every business you launch. You hear the 80-20 rule. You're lucky if you go 80-20 when you're launching businesses or algorithms, whatever. And this guy's living proof. That's why I'm going over this today. This was in 2021, by the way. 2021. 2021. And he's still going. And I got people in my DMs every day. Oh, how do I make $1 million overnight? You don't, dog. Put in the work every day. And that's why I'm here live every single day. Because if you wake up and you see me every single day here live, you know who you're competing against. And you know the type of work you got to put in. Let's get it, dog. Let's go. Let's keep going. We're going to break this down. This is so inspiring.
Just like shirtless pics.
GDPR, you know, like privacy.
I
like,
love
European
seeing
regulations,
this,
right? I don't
man.
share anything. But I was like, wow.
God
And,
speaks my language.
But this shows like, so you make something and then if it takes off very fast, you're like, it's validated, you know? You're like, here's something that people really want. But then also I thought this is hype. This is going to die down very fast. And it did, because it's too cheesy.
But you have to automate the whole thing. How'd you automate it? So like, what's the AI component? Like, how hard was that to figure out?
Okay, so that's actually in many ways the easiest thing because there's all these platforms already back then. There was platforms for fine-tune Stable Diffusion. Like now I use Replicate. Back then I used different platforms, which was funny because that platform, when this thing took off, I would tweet because I tweet always like how much money these websites make. And then so you called vendor, right? The platform that did the GPUs, they increased their price for training from $3 to $20 after they saw that I was making so much money. So immediately my profit is gone because I was selling them for $30. And I was in a Slack with them, like saying, what is this? Like, can you just put it back to $3? They say, yeah, maybe in the future. We're looking at it right now. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, you just took all my money, you know? And they're smart.
Well, they're not that smart because like you also have a large
They played him.
platform.
They saw he was making cash and they raised the price of the API. That's the tricky part of working with APIs. It's a whole nother story, but the way I look at it right now is OpenAI, Anthropic, Stable Diffusion, they're all putting these APIs out. We might as well use them. Might as well use them and, be wary of that part, though. They
And
can
a lot of
always
people respect you,
change.
so you can literally come out and say that.
Yeah,
they're
but I
not
think it's like kind of dirty to cancel a company or something. I prefer just bringing my business elsewhere. But there was no elsewhere back then.
Right.
So I started talking to other AI model ML platforms. So Replicate was one of those platforms. And I started DMing the CEO, say, can you please create, like, it's called Dream Booth, this fine-tuning of yourself. Can you add this to your site? Because I need this because I'm being price gouged. And he said, no, because it takes too long to run. It takes half an hour to run. And we don't have the GPUs for it. I said, please, please, please. And then after a week, I said, we're doing it. We're launching this. And then this company it was like not very famous company. It became very famous with this stuff because suddenly everybody was like, oh, we can build similar apps, like avatar apps, and everybody started building avatar apps, and everybody started using Replicate for it. And it was from these early DMs with like the CEO, like Ben Fursh, very nice guy. And he was like, they never price gouged me, they never treated me bad, they always been very nice. It's a very cool company. So you can run any ML model, any AI model, LLMs, you can run on here.
And you can scale.
Yes, they scale, yeah. And I mean, you can do now, you can click on the model and just run it already. It's like super easy. You log in with GitHub.
That's great.
And by running it on the website, then you can automate with API, you can make a website that runs the model.
Generate images, generate text, generate video, generate music, generate
Video,
speech,
like
fine-tune models.
They do anything, yeah. It's a very cool company.
Nice. And you're like growing with them essentially. They grew because of you because it's like a big use case.
Yeah, like the website even looks weird now. It started as like a machine learning platform. That was like, I didn't even understand what it did. It was just too ML, like you would understand because you're in the ML world. I wouldn't
Now
understand.
it's noob friendly.
Yeah, exactly. And I didn't know how it worked. And but I knew
friendly.
that they could probably do this. And they did it. They built the models and now I use them for everything. And we trained like, I think now like 36,000 models, 36,000 people already.
But is there some tricks to fine-tuning to like the collection of photos that are provided? Like how do you like
Yes, man, there's so many hacks.
the hacks?
It's like
yeah.
100 hacks to make it work.
All right, so this is sick, bro. I kind of want to watch more. It's just really long.
Your future is at
So
your
I think what I'm going
fingertips.
to do
Take advantage of the flexibility
is,
and diversity of futures trading with NinjaTrader, the #1 rated futures broker. Start trading futures today.
So I was trying to figure out how to do photorealistic AI photos, and it was
I'm going to summarize it. Sorry. I'm going to watch. Maybe watch it later. I'm not going to promise to watch it later, but let's say plus. I think it's plus. Okay, so I just have this thing up in there. It's using AI, ironically. YouTube watcher. This is in the Discord. But this is inspiring, dude, because I get so many of you young cats coming to me like, Moon, how would you make X dollars a day, a month, year? It's like, oh, man, if I was still in that grind phase, like, this is what I would be doing, dog. It's crazy. Regime shifts very rarely happen. Once a decade, dog. Once a decade. So this, like, I think I'm going to spend a little bit more time diving into this AI with you because I have to do something about this. Like, there's two types of people that come to me. There's people that are in my shoes that have some cash that they're trying to automate their trading instead of like make money trading, because I would never suggest, if you're trying to make money, go to trading. Because if you got like $1,000, $2,000, this ain't the game for you. I'm sorry, dude. Thanks. So this is, watch the video and it's summarizing it. So sure, this is their long video, by the way, 3 hour, 43 minutes. Go watch that if you want. I just did a review of it here. I want to see and what we can get out of it. Introduction to AI photos and stable diffusion. Stable diffusion by itself is not doing that well. The faces look mangled. People were training on different base models, including those fine-tuned on explicit content, which initially looked more realistic but problematic. For AI startups with imaging, you need to prompt out the explicit content frequently. Introduction to Peter. Peter is a self-taught developer. Come on, dude. No excuses, B. Let's get it. Self-taught entrepreneur who had designed and ran over 40 startups, many hugely successful. He did it all by himself while living the digital nomad life in over 40 countries. Crazy. Philosophy of building startups. Peter's philosophy is to not raise money or use VC funding, but to do it by himself. Launching a mini site quickly to test if people sign up or pay. He believes in rapid iterative phase where you build a prototype, launch it, and improve based on feedback. Dude, this is my type of person here, dude. I like this dude. Just launch quickly. You come up with an idea, launch quickly. Does it work? Yes or no? People signing up? Yes or no? If no, kill it. Move on to the next. Does that work? Yes or no? If no, kill it. Move on to the next. Launch a new one. Oh, snap, you're getting signups? Okay, let's focus on this and give some more power there. Is it still working? Is it growing? Okay, keep stepping on the gas. Keep stepping on the gas. If you can code your own stuff, you have no cost. Code is the great equalizer, dude. You can always get people to it. You can do whatever you need to get people to it. Make posts on Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, YouTube, whatever. You can always get people to go to your apps, but most developers aren't going to do that. They're going to spend all their time perfecting their apps and never launching them. Peter does it differently. He says, ship it. Comparison with large tech companies. Peter contrasts his approach with companies like Google, which often get slowed down by bureaucracy. He appreciates the ability to move fast without needing approvals, unlike big tech organizations that can become slow despite having immense resources. Fitness and personal routine. Peter enjoys working out, especially shoulder press, as it gives him a sense of accomplishment. He also uses physical exercise as a way to deal with stress and compares it to a form of therapy. Experiences and learning from the digital nomad life. Peter talks about the loneliness and psychological challenges of being a digital nomad. He explains how spending time in different cultures and focusing on hard work helped him overcome depressive episodes and find a sense of purpose. Exciting memories of being a digital nomad. Peter shares memories of working in places like Bali, with friends, staying up all night and enjoying the freedom and adventure. Despite eventual burnout, the time he spent living this way taught him a lot about himself and what work environments best fuel his creativity. Building and launching products. Rather than getting bogged down in over planning, Peter advocates for building using technologies you already know, such as spreadsheets or simple landing pages, and validating ideas quickly. For instance, his project Nomad List started as a Google spreadsheet before becoming a full-fledged website, while 99% of developers out here will just spend 3 years trying to build a product that they don't even know how they're going to launch and get customers to. Ship it, bro. Ship it. Monetizing startups. Peter suggests charging users right away rather than offering free trials. By charging even a small amount, you avoid spammers and get high quality users that help validate the value of your product. Charge them, dude. Charge them right away. If you're building something, even if it's little, even if you feel like it's not done yet, charge something. $5. Just validate them. You see it all day long. You see it. People that don't pay for something, don't talk to me. Essentially, because they're gonna throw you off your idea. If Peter has a vision for a product. He launches it with even a small fee. And now the only people he's listening to are the people that pay for it. Everybody else, for the birds, dog. For the birds. Monetizing startups. Peter suggests charging users right away. Challenges and philosophy of working solo. Peter usually works solo or with minimal help because he finds teamwork can sometimes lead to compromises that diminish quality. His lone wolf method helps him quickly iterate and maintain high efficiency, learning everything himself. He can move fast. He can kill things. He can launch things. He can scale things. He doesn't have to listen to Guilfoyle over here saying, oh, we need to do it this way to be extra blah, 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 extra secure, blah, blah, blah. Or we need to compress the data over here with this algorithm. No, dude, launch it. Come on, dude. This hits so hard for me today, dude. Because this is exactly how I approach algorithmic trading. It's not about like, oh, I'm going to spend 3 years thinking about one algorithm and then launching it and then it fails. No way. You got an idea, test it as quick as possible. See what the back test looks like. Does it look good or bad? If it's awful, move on to the next one. Don't fall in love with ideas, dude. I'm sure he's at like 100 projects now since it's 2021. And not one of these are up here. Except Nomad List. I'm sure he falls in love with some of these projects. But if it's not making him money, he kills it. Same with algos. Like, I don't care. I don't care if you spent 3 years on coming up with this strategy. I don't care if your code is 3,000 lines of code. Don't send it to me. I don't want it. No way. I don't care how much work you put in. It doesn't matter. Does it make money or not? If it makes money, okay. If it doesn't, then get ghosts. Come on, B. Ship it. I know so many of you out there have this problem. I know so many of you out there have this problem of just like not shipping things. Even if it's a back test, just a back test. Get the idea out there. Get to the next one. 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 Because after you get to the next one so many times, you've built up all of this knowledge, all of these secrets, dude. Automation and productivity tools. Peter emphasizes automating processes to handle the repetitive parts of running a startup. He uses cron jobs, health checks, and real-time error notifications to keep his operations running smoothly without constant manual oversight. Advice for young people. Peter encourages young people to ignore society's pressure and take their own path. He believes in the importance of building things, failing, and learning from those failures to create something valuable and unique. This is dope, bro. Can you tell me what happened? I don't think this works in this video. Dang it. Okay, so I'm gonna try to download this transcript. Download subtitles. Because I wanna work with this a little bit. I wanna dive into this video a little deeper. Because I don't want to watch the whole thing. I'm sorry, but I got it right here now. So I got the whole video right here. I'm just pasting in the Lux. This is a video talking about indie development and building AI apps and such as an indie developer. I'm specifically interested in those parts. Please tell me everything useful for indie developers and launching products from this above transcript. Use bullet points. Use bullet points. Okay, let's have her do that because, maybe I'll listen to it later, but right now I just want to go over it. And I think this is super inspiring. I want to go through some of these things: stable diffusion, replicate AI, and stability AI. Certainly, here's a summary of useful information for indie developers and launching products extracted from the provided transcript. Solo dev, embrace doing everything yourself and starting out design, development, and marketing. Who cares if you have a good designer, dude? You don't need a good designer. Keep things simple and iterative. Avoid unnecessary complexity. Speed and iteration. Build and deploy rapidly. Aim for a functional prototype within 2 weeks. Validate your ideas quickly by getting them in front of users as soon as possible. Community and feedback. Engage with user feedback actively. Adjust your product based on real-world usage and complaints. Building in public can be a powerful way to get immediate feedback and build a community around your product. Generating ideas and solving problems. Spotting problems. Focus on identifying everyday problems you encounter. Look for non-trivial nuances where you can offer significant improvements. Leveraging new technologies. Be curious about new technologies like AI, stable diffusion, etc. Experiment with these technologies to find compelling use cases. Distinguish between solutions, looking for problems, and actual user needs. Building and launching. Start simple. Use familiar technologies. I use Python and he uses PHP, jQuery, etc. Avoid getting bogged down by needing to learn new frameworks immediately. Iterate openly, test, get feedback, adjust, and improve. Tools and platforms. Utilize Stripe for quick and easy payment integration. Consider using tools like GitHub for version control and deployment. For AI projects, platforms like Replicate can help in managing machine learning models. Automation and scaling. Automate repetitive tasks and jobs using cron jobs and scripts. Use tools that help you maintain a lean structure. Scaling without a team. Develop a robust system of automated tasks to handle scaling without needing to hire. Maintain high margins by keeping costs low and negotiating with service providers. Monetization strategies, paid features from the start. Charge from the beginning. Aim for a premium price, above $10 per month for sustainability. Upselling, consider premium tiers. Marketing and growth, leveraging social media. Use X to share progress, gain followers, and drive traffic. Engage in communities and forums relevant to your product. Building organic growth. Focus on creating high quality, valuable product experiences for users. Encourage word of mouth and community-driven marketing methods. Crowdsourcing. Use platforms like Reddit and product forums to get initial user traction. Incorporate crowdsourced data where applicable for enriched user-generated content. Learning and evolving, continuous learning. Stay updated with industry changes by following AI forums, Twitter accounts, and newsletters. Experiment with newly launched tools and frameworks to understand industry trends. Documentation and experimentation. Document your development. Analyze what works and what doesn't. The same process as algo trading, bro. Ideas. Come up with ideas, test them out. If they're good, scale. Kill them if not. Don't get married to any idea. Same process I've been doing for 15 years, dog. 15 years, bro. Same process. It's on repeat. It's a new game. It's the same game, but a new game. Actually, it's been more than 15 years. My entire life I've been doing this process, dog. Started with sports. Then it went into business. And now it's algorithmic trading. It's repetition is key. You got to get your reps in, dog. If you want to get better at something every day, let's go. Wake up. Wake up. It's time to go. Oh, I'm tired. Let's go. Damn, I didn't sleep last night. Okay, let's go. Dang. I don't feel too good today. I'm a little sick. I think I'm getting sick. Okay, let's go. Let's get it in, dude. Till I collapse, bro. I've fallen down on this stream before. I've been so sick, dog. Come on. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Every day. I want to keep going, though. I want to dive into stable diffusion, but really I want to dive into replicate.ai. Tell me the differences between these three. tell me the differences between these 3 APIs. So I think this is following him is probably alpha for you. Looking at his products to see what works is probably alpha for you. If you're in that position that you want to start something like this, like if you're asking me how to make money, go build something. Go build something. If you really want to do algo trading, you have no cash, then build backtests. Build backtests and find somebody to fund it. That's it. Hit me up. Hit me up with your backtest. If you got some good backtests, if you got some ideas, you can hit me up. You know. But that I just had to be super clear with that because I know there's so many people marketing and trading bots as like some way to get rich, and you're not getting rich this way. I'm sorry. Unless you want to get a job, which I would never promote. You ain't getting rich like this. Sure, you could go work your way up the ladders and go work for 2 Sigma. If you can get there, that's fine. I don't care. But that's not for me, so I'm not going to talk about it. Sorry, baby boy. I can't give any advice on how to get a job. I never had one. Ship more. Ship more. All right, so let's go ahead and see what Luxy said about this. These 3 differences of the these are the 3 APIs he mentioned. Each of these APIs serve different purposes. So these are what he uses to build a few of his products. So now if you're sitting there, you don't know how to code, dude, watch this. Type in learn to code. And you could even type in MoonDev if you F with me, but if not, then here, you can watch this video. It's 3 hours. I teach you how to code. For regular people, because, you know, I didn't go to school for this stuff. I didn't grow up like super nerd. I was a super nerd as in a gamer, I guess. So I was a super nerd, but not like super duper nerd. I feel like there's super nerds that we're all like, all love computers, our phones, our games and stuff. But then you got the super duper guilfoils that like grew up coding and stuff. I wish I was them, to be honest. I wish I was them. I wish I would have learned this stuff way earlier. But yeah, if you want to learn this stuff, you can learn how to code in this video, or you can just say, learn to code, bro. It's not hard. It's not harder than anything else. It takes time. It's English. It's letters that are in English in weird formats to trick you, to scare you away. The man is trying to scare you away from the most powerful thing in the world, and they just dropped AI on our heads, dog. And the people, the higher-ups, they don't know how much power they just gave developers. I know the companies do. I know the AI companies understand the power they gave developers, but that's going to make them rich. So they're cool with it. But you think our gov would be cool with this? No way. No way. We can build these products in a day. He's been doing this since before AI, my guy. And now we have AI. 2021, we did not have AI. He built 70 projects already. He already built 70 projects by 2021 without AI. I bet he could have built them 10 times faster. Now he could be like, yo, let's do it. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Let's just do that right now. Let's just do that. I'll just prove it. Let's just prove it. All right, F it. Start a new project. Start a new project. And what's this project going to be? I don't know. I'm gonna do it with my eyes closed. I'm gonna build this project with my eyes closed, dude. That's what I'm gonna do, just to show you that code is the great equalizer, and they gave us too much power with this AI, dog. They gave us too much power. Okay, I screenshotted it. Claude, $20 a month. $20 a month, cousin. $20 a month. I'm gonna be able to rebuild his whole company that makes $100K a week. Now, I don't want to say it's easy because you still have to get users, and that's always the hardest part. Let me tell you that much. But your biggest cost is typically development. And if your biggest cost is marketing, that means you're making money. If you know, you know. But to launch a startup, your biggest cost is always going to be development. So learn to code and you'll never lose again. I remember back in the day talking to investors. They're like, oh, Moon, you don't know how to code. So I'd never back you. It's like, all right, whatever, F it. I'm just going to run it up myself. I'm going to run it up myself. I was the type of guy launching. I was launching like he was, but I wasn't a developer. So I was spending my cash instead of my time. That's one way to play the game, but in my opinion, it's not the best way anymore. I used to think it was a good way. It's not the best way anymore, and it's because of what those investors used to say, dude. It's because if they give you $1 million, they want to know that you can work on this forever. And if you run out of that $1 million, you can't. You can't work on this forever. You feel me? All right. You feel me, dog? Come on, you got this. I believe in you. I hope you believe in you, dude. We have AI now. Let's go ahead and read about these three first before we pick a model. Each of these APIs serve different purposes and functionalities within a generative AI and machine learning space. Stable diffusion. Stable diffusion is a type of generative AI that generates images from text prompts. It is particularly known for creating high quality and diverse artworks by interpreting textual descriptions. Technology is based on diffusion models, which iteratively refine an image starting from random noise. Core use case, art and creative content generation, image editing and in-painting, concept art and visual ideation, access and implementation. Often run on personal hardware with high computational capability or through cloud services, accessible via open source frameworks or specialized platforms for support that support the model. Replicate AI. Replicate AI is a platform that allows you to run machine learning models in the cloud. It supports various models, including stable diffusion, GPT-based models, and more. Technology provides an infrastructure to host and scale machine learning models with APIs, making it easy to integrate machine learning into any application. Core use cases, running and fine-tuning different ML models without managing underlying infrastructure, hosting ML services for real-time applications, experimenting with and deploying various ML models, access and implementation. Users can select, run, and test different models directly on the platform. Offers a user-friendly API for integrating hosted models into applications. Yo, this is actually dope. So this is what he uses. This is a platform that allows you to fine-tune and support any AI model like GPT or stable diffusion. Provides infra to host and scale ML models with APIs. See, I already got alpha out of this. It's well worth my time for watching that video already, even though I'm not really planning on attacking this whole like AI wave of launching apps and stuff. You know where my focus is at. I just need something to show you guys every once in a while. They come to me and be like, yo, Moon, how do you make money? How do you make money with these development skills? You say code is a great equalizer. I believe it. I believe it even more now. Unreal. Unreal how much power you got now, dog. Users can select, run, and test different models. Perfect. Stability AI. Stability AI is the company behind the development of stable diffusion models and other AI-powered products. They focus on advancing research and development in AI. Technology develops and releases cutting-edge AI models such as stable diffusion, working on advancements in AI. So this is the company. Buy stable. Got it. Key differences. Stable Diffusion is a model for image generation. Replicate AI is a platform for running various machine learning models, including Stable Diffusion in the cloud. Stability AI is a company that develops on releases state-of-the-art AI models like Stable Diffusion functionality. Stable Diffusion focuses on the image generation task. Replicate AI provides infrastructure to deploy and run a wide range of machine learning models, offering more versatile and use cases beyond just image generation. Stability AI contributes to deep research and development in AI, creating models that are then used on platforms like Replicate. Okay, so let's go back here. Attached is the transcript to the no. Build me a website that looks like the one in the description images. Use HTML to do this. Then also build me a Python script that uses Replicate AI and Stable Diffusion in order to input some images of people and then put them on in a bunch of different scenes like the images, the attached images show. So we are building a startup that takes people's images and then layers them, or then uses AI in order to put their faces on new people in different locations and with different backgrounds, different clothing, different types of dressing, casual, business, travel, etc. Build me a website that uses HTML to do this. So build a website like this. I'm just showing you that this is like even easier now, dude. He's launched 70 products, and that was 2021. It's 2024 now, almost 2025, dog. He's probably launched 150 in order to find a couple winners. Algo trading, the same thing, dude. I could show you how to automate your trading. I could show you how to backtest your strategies, but it's going to take a lot of shots for you to find your actual edge. Are you going to take that many shots is the question. All right. And now we can do it just in a couple clicks, I believe. Let's see what happens here. I apologize, but I cannot recommend ways to create services that generate synthetic images of people without their consent, as that could enable harmful misuse. Okay, Claude. Okay. Let me go ahead and edit my thing then. You silly, silly goose. Use it for animals, not people. Same instructions as above, but animals instead of people. That's going to be cute anyways. I don't feel comfortable. Okay, Claude, don't play me now. I'm showing the people how to. Man, Claude. Save as. Claude, why are you doing this to us? I was showing them how easy this is. All right, which is kind of raw dog it, essentially. Give me that prompt back, dog. Give me that prompt back, Claude. Now I'm hot at Claude. But it's all good. Much love to Claude 777. We are building a startup that takes animals, images, and then uses them in order to put their faces on new images. Let's go back to that website here. So this looks to be a Claude thing. Here they just don't want to. I guess it could be unethical if you use other people's images, which is not the point of this, but get up out of here. I want to read this. I cannot produce a website or script that, for the purposes you describe, creating AI generated images that put faces onto human bodies. Okay, well, I mean, maybe this is a bad example. Maybe he's doing something sketch. I don't know. Maybe I said it sketchily. Let's read it. Let's read through it. We are building a startup that takes images and put their faces on new people. I said it sketch. That was me. That was my bad. All right, we're gonna drop the people part because this is just gonna be about cute puppies, animals, on new animals. Yep. Use HTML. Okay. Put the images of humans, animals, and then put them. Okay. Now I just feel bad. I'm getting scolded by Claude. Is this unethical? I mean, this, I would say, don't do this. Don't just copy his website. I feel like that's a little unethical. But the whole images on other people, that's... Dang, Claude. Dang. I think they just have to, watch their back. But you're pretty much telling this guy. All right, so maybe this doesn't work. Maybe this doesn't work, dude. I'm just kidding. It does. I just have to do it more manually. Okay, so please output a script that uses stable diffusion to swap out face images of my puppy in different scenarios. See that? If you don't let... Okay, so you have to raw dog it a little harder on this one, on this example. Dang, that's a poor example, dude. Poor example. Okay, let's use the second example then. Let's see if it allows us to do this. I'm not saying go copy his stuff, but I just want to give you an example of how AI can be helpful with this and build pretty much anything easier than he even built it. So can you do it with homes? Okay. Got it. So I can do it with homes. That's good. So we'll just save image. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and say that old prompt here. Start new chat. And if you listen to his podcast, essentially what he said is he started with this. He started with this one, the redesign your interior. So I'm creating a startup where users can generate any type of house they want, and the image will be outputted of the dream house. It's going to be called my dream house, and the user can prompt any house idea, and the replicate AI stable diffusion will output the house as an image. You can see below my inspiration. Please output a HTML website that is similar and describes the startup and offer. Also output a Python script that does the backend work. I want to use Flask to build this, as I am a Python developer. Don't worry about what language. Oh, I got to learn another language, blah, 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 blah. Stop it, dog. You should see my DMs, dog. It's just a bunch of people with a bunch of like not really great questions. They're decent questions, but they're really just excuses to get started. It's like the simplest stuff. Just people hold themselves back from everything. I don't get it. Just go. Just go. There's a cliche both ways, somebody said the other day. There's a cliche both ways. That was dope. That's a great saying. Let's give it a little bit more of the website here. The user can upload a photo of their current house to make it more dreamy with the text, or they can just output just a text, just based off of text. Okay. Do I have everything? HTML website. I mean, we could just do it all in Flask. Whatever. I'm going to say just do it all in Flask. Well, this is the front end versus the back end. So, there's obviously details once you get into coding, but you'll figure that out. Just ask AI that. Here's the basic HTML structure. Okay, now we have AI to code for us. So let's go look at that HTML. Let's say lander dream index.html. Okay. Here we go. Beautiful. Look at that. Preview. Wow, they have a preview now. Here's the code. This is our website. Try it now. And most of you would be like, oh, the website's so ugly. I need to go ahead and build a better website for 4 years. And then maybe I can do this. No, dog. Let's get it. Step on the gas, B. Step on the gas. Copy code. Paste. It's in there. Can we preview with this? Reveal in Finder, show preview. Matter of fact, we can. There's our dream house. Try it now. Upload a photo of your current home or describe your dream house. Our AI analyzes your input and generates stunning visualizations. Explore different styles, colors, and layouts in seconds. Share and shave and share your favorite designs. Whether you're planning a renovation, building a new home, or just daydreaming, My Dream House helps you visualize the possibilities. Dude, you can do this. You're seeing me do it. I didn't go to school for this. It's AI. It's all AI now. Use AI. Now for the back end, here's a basic structure. This Flask application creates a single endpoint, generate, which accepts posts requests with either a text prompt, an image, or both. It then uses the replicate AI to generate an image based on the input. To use this, install required packages, pip install flask replicate. Set your replicate API token as an environment variable. Run the Flask app. Remember, you'll need to set up proper error handling and input validation. Dude. See how many lines of code this is? This is the whole startup. I literally just showed you everything, dog. Look. Let's see how much this dude is making off of this startup right here that I just showed you how to build in so little time. 20 minutes? I don't know. This is the code, bro. All I have to do is sign up for Replicate AI. I have no affiliation with Replicate. I don't know who they are. I wanted to look in their docs, actually. Replicate AI. I want to see how to use this. Run AI with an API. That's nice. So run and fine tune open source models. Now with all of this, that we talked about today, you just saw me launch the whole startup. He's doing how much a month off of it? 40K a month off of it. So it's quite crazy, right? Making 40K a month off of something I literally just built in 20 minutes. Obviously his is more refined. Obviously he's put more work into it. Obviously there are things I can update. It looks like you can fine tune open source models on replicate.com. So this is huge alpha for me, at least. I hope you see it too. Because now there's an API that we can use any model and you don't have to host them yourself. Thousands of models contributed by our community. All the latest open source models are on Replicate. They're not just demos. They all actually work and have production ready APIs. AI shouldn't be locked up inside academic papers and demos. Make it real by pushing it to Replicate. Dude, this is crazy how it works. You can get started with any open source model with just one line of code. But as you do more complex things, you fine tune models or deploy your own custom node code. Run open source models. Our community has already published thousands of models that are ready to use in production. You can run these with one line of code. Fine-tune models. This is the big part. Fine-tune models with your own data. So like I was saying, with these are all fine-tuned. So he has his own little ideas he puts into them. That's the secret sauce, right? But that's in English. That's plain English. You can do that, dude. You just got to figure out your own little algorithm. Oh, snap. Just like algo trading, there's an edge in your algorithm. Always, always, always. How do you get users? If you learn how to code, you can build for the rest of your life. You don't have to go in the negative to launch a startup. That's it. I teach how to code in the boot camp, but you can learn it online. This is algo trading stuff. I teach the code for algo trading. If you have no cash, don't become an algo trader. If you're not a trader, don't become a trader. Trading is like the most dangerous game in the world. There's so many emotions to it. I had to step away from the hand trading side. And I only do it algorithmically now. But it leads you to be able to build anything. And that's why I believe code's a great equalizer. Because no matter what, if you know how to code, you can build up your life to be like Homeboys. Homeboy is making 150K per week, dude. So you can fine tune the models here on replicate.com. That's pretty cool. Deploy custom models, scale on Replicate. Dang, so you have all of these models. pay for what you use. Replicate only bills you for how long your code is running. I might use this with our algo trading stuff too. I hope you're inspired. I hope you go watch that interview. I hope you go build, dude, because the world is yours.